Good morning to all. I'm Jayalakshmi, working as assistant professor in the EC department of SSM IET. Today, I'm going to explain about the concept of oscillators. So, oscillators are generally AC generators. It is also called as AC generators, which is used to generate the AC voltage, okay, from the DC input. So, simply DC value will be converted to AC value by using this oscillators. This is basically this conversion is basically performed by amplifiers, and this oscillators or nothing but electronic circuits which can generate the signal, okay, without any input. Once oscillation established inside the loop automatically the signal will sustain its oscillation even if the input is removed from the circuit. So this is the basic definition for oscillators. And simply the circuit, okay, the feedback which is involved in the oscillators is positive feedback. So basically we have two types of feedback: positive feedback and negative feedback. So negative feedback concept is the basic principle for amplifier operation, and positive feedback is the basic principle for oscillators. So simply oscillators works on the principle of positive feedback. When the original input signal and the feedback signals are in phase with each other, then the feedback is called as positive feedback. So all oscillators, it works on the principles of positive feedback. Okay, so simply we can define an oscillator is an amplifier with a positive feedback. Okay, so what is the definition for this oscillator? So oscillator is basically an amplifier which does not have any input, but it operates on the principle of positive feedback to generate an AC signal at its output. So simply, once if you're going to provide this input signal to the amplifier circuit and it generates the output, and a fraction of the output will be taken and fed back inside the feedback network. Okay, so this will followed by an oscillator circuit. So this will form a closed loop. Okay, so that this explanation is seen here. So simply an amplifier followed by a positive feedback network followed by an oscillator circuit. So this is nothing but a closed loop. So once the oscillation is established in the closed loop, even if the input is removed, automatically the oscillations will be sustained inside the loop. That is why it is called as oscillators. So oscillators is nothing but an amplifier which does not have any input, but it operates on the principles of positive feedback in order to generate the AC signal. Basically, an amplifier will act as an oscillator if and only if it is going to satisfy Barkasian criterion. So what is Barkasian criterion? Simply here the angle or the loop angle is going to be 0 degree or 360 degree. The phase shift produced by the closed loop is always 360 degree. That is condition number 1. And condition number 2 is modulus of A beta is equal to 1. Okay, which is nothing but A is the gain of the amplifier and beta is nothing but feedback factor. Okay, feedback fraction, feedback factor, simply it is called as feedback factor. So modulus of these two value, multiplied value gives always must be 1. That is the feedback factor is always unity. Okay, so this value, this two conditions is the necessary conditions for oscillation, and these conditions are called as Barkasian criteria. Classification of oscillators. So oscillators are basically classified into two types: sinusoidal oscillators, non-sinusoidal oscillators. Sinusoidal oscillators, again, it is classified into high frequency oscillators and low frequency oscillators. So Hartley oscillator, example, Colpit oscillator, Clamp oscillator, crystal oscillator, these oscillators comes under the classification of high frequency oscillators, and under low frequency or phase shift oscillator, brain bridge oscillator, twin T oscillators, these are the types which will study under low frequency oscillators. And coming to the non-sinusoidal, here again it is divided into two. One is multi-vibrators and UJT oscillators. So here, so we can classify the oscillators in either as sinusoidal oscillators or as non-sinusoidal oscillators. So in this following session, we are going to deal only with the sinusoidal oscillators. So simply I'm going to take the block diagram. So this block diagram represents an oscillator. So it comprises of three basic components. One is amplifier and the other one is feedback network followed by an oscillator circuit. So here we are going to provide a DC input to the amplifier. So this function of amplifier is nothing but it converts this DC value into an AC voltage. Okay, that is why this oscillator is also called as AC generator. Okay, so AC value, and that it produces the output. And the amplified value, fraction of this amplified output will be taken as the input to the feedback network. Here we are going to use positive feedback network, which means that the input value, okay, the phase of the input signal as well as the output from the feedback is going to, they are going to have same phase or zero phase shift. Okay, and that is nothing but positive feedback. And this feedback network is followed by an oscillator circuit, which can be an LC circuit or an RC circuit, comprises of inductance and capacitance or resistance and capacitance. Based on that, we have different classifications, and the output from the oscillator circuit is given as input to the amplifier. So simply it is going to form a closed loop. Okay, so this is the basic block diagram for an oscillator. Okay, oscillator is nothing but, what is oscillator? It is nothing but a combination of amplifier with a positive feedback network. And here the frequency network. Okay, this feedback network is a frequency selective network. So this feedback network is a frequency selective network, and it is all, and all or more or less, this oscillator circuit is, it can be an RC network or can be a LC tank circuit or RC network or quartz crystal. Okay, so this is the basic the components which will used for oscillator circuit. Okay, and simple example I have taken here, this an LC tank circuit which is used in the oscillator circuit. So oscillator circuit can be an RC circuit or it can be a LC tank circuit. So simply I have given a diagram for LC tank circuit. It comprises of an inductance followed by a capacitance. So what is the working principle of this? This circuit is also called as tank circuit of an oscillator. Simply it is going to act as an oscillator circuit, okay, for the oscillators. So this LC tank circuit comprises of an inductor along with a capacitor. So what is the working principle of this inductor and capacitor? So initially, when the switch is closed, here see we can note a switch here. So when the switch is closed, the capacitance which is already charged starts discharging the electrons. So as a result, the electron starts flowing inside the loop. So these electrons, okay, current starts flowing inside the loop, and the electrons flow in the opposite direction. So this will cause us, okay, this will cause us a magnetic field or an EMF around the inductors. So that will, this inductance will create a magnetic field near the inductor, which is going to store some energy. Okay, so with the result, the energy due to the EMF, the electromagnetic field will be generated near the inductor, and due to this generated EMF, again the current starts to flow inside the loop that will charge as the capacitor. So this will repeatedly done in order to maintain a continuous sustained continuous oscillation. Okay, so this is the working principle of LC tank circuits. And coming to the circuit operations of oscillator. This is the circuit operation of oscillator. It comprises of, so simply we can discuss the parameters which is used in the oscillator. Here Vi represents the input voltage, and this is the mixer circuit. Okay, it is always going to generate either the sum of these two values or the difference of these two values as the output. Okay, and A represents, okay, the amplifier. It is this red triangle represents an amplifier, and it is going to have its own gain as A. Okay, that is nothing but open loop gain, and beta is nothing but a feedback factor. Okay, this always represents how much a fraction of output taken from the taken as input to the feedback network. So what fraction of output is taken and it is fed back to the feedback network, that fraction value is represented as beta. Okay, and the output from the voltage of this feedback network is represented with Vf, which is nothing but the fractional value of the output. So beta into V naught, beta into V naught. Okay, so that is given. So here, since it is a mixer network, it is going to generate the difference between these two. So Vi minus beta into V naught gives nothing but the value of this mixer network, again, which is fed back to the amplifier circuit. Okay, and we need to define the signals. Okay, we need to define the voltage signals for this particular network. Okay, so here Vi is input network. I have said already, I have explained already. Vi is the input voltage, and beta is the feedback fraction. V naught is output voltage, and feedback network voltage is given by Vf. Okay, so this I have explained already. So V naught is nothing but A into Vi. See, V naught is nothing but A into the input voltage Vi. Okay, that is nothing but initially we will have that condition. Okay, then this voltage is then provided as feedback network to the resonance circuit. So initially it is nothing but V naught is equal to beta into A into Vi, and this is provided to the resonance circuit in order to have highest feedback at the frequency. So we can write Vf is equal to, so Vf can be written as A into beta into V naught. Okay, A into beta into V naught. Okay, so this we can write Vf is equal to beta into V naught, or here V naught is nothing but A into Vi. So simply we can write Vf is equal to beta A beta Vi. Okay, A beta Vi, that is given here. Okay, and next we need to determine the conditions. Okay, what is the condition required for the equation output voltage V naught? So simply write V naught is equal to A into Vi minus beta V naught, as we have seen already in the previous equation. So multiply these two terms. Now you take V naught as common, so we can write A Vi is equal to V naught of 1 plus A beta. So from this we need, if we need to calculate voltage gain, so we can write what is voltage gain? Output voltage by input voltage. So V naught by Vi is equal to A by 1 plus A beta. This is the required voltage gain equation for an oscillator. Okay, and basically we can classify these oscillations. These oscillations can be discussed in terms of underdamped oscillations, overdamped oscillations, and sustained oscillations. So what is underdamped oscillations? So that depends on the value of the A into beta. If the value of A into beta is less than 1, it will result in the damped oscillations. This is nothing but the example for damped oscillations. So this type of oscillations will not be used for any electronic circuits. So when this type of oscillation will occur, so that depends on the value of A beta. If A beta value is less than 1, okay, the output will start diode, because we know that this A beta into Vi, okay, serves as input to the amplifier. We can, from the diagram itself, we can say that A beta, okay, A beta Vi serves as input to the amplifier. Yeah, input to the amplifier. Okay, so if A beta Vi is less than, okay, A beta Vi is less than A beta Vi. Okay, if A beta Vi is less than 1, okay, A beta value is less than 1, so then the value of A beta Vi, which is served as input to the amplifier, will be less than Vi. Okay, and automatically the value is A beta value is, since A beta value is less than 1, value of A beta into Vi also going to be very less when compared with the input voltage. Okay, hence after each time after passing the loop, the amplitude of the signal will get reduced. Resultantly, the oscillations will die out, which means that shortly we can say that if the value of A beta is less than 1, always this value, okay, if this condition retains in the closed loop, automatically the signal, feedback signal, which is given as input to the one of the input to the mixer network, will starts decreasing, and automatically the oscillation starts decreasing, and certainly it starts diode. Okay, this is nothing but damped oscillation. Initially it is going to have higher amplitude, and later it's going to increase, the amplitude is going to be decreased, and that results in a decline of the signal. Okay, this is nothing but damped oscillations. And we need to discuss some more conditions, which is nothing but if A beta is greater than 1, it will lead in overdamped oscillation. So this is called as underdamped oscillation, and this is called as overdamped oscillations. And so the required condition for sustained oscillation is small s of A beta value must be equal to 1. Okay, that will result in a continuous sinusoidal waveform. Okay, so for any type of oscillator, the condition required for the sustained oscillation is small s of A beta is equal to 1. And after getting a detailed derivation, the resonant frequency of this LT tank circuit is given by 1 by 2 pi root of LC. And this frequency of oscillation is very much needed for determining the frequency of the resonant circuit. Okay, so based on the circuit used in the feedback oscillator, oscillator circuit, based on the components used in the oscillator circuit, the frequency of oscillations may change. If it is an RC tuned RC circuit, then it becomes 1 by 2 pi RC. Okay, that depends upon the selection of the tank circuits, selection of the oscillator circuits, whether it can be an RC feedback circuits or can be a LC tank circuits. Coming to the discussion of advantages of oscillators. So an oscillator is a durable equipment, that is very important. So only few damages will be introduced in the oscillators coming to the compared to the amplifiers. And oscillator is easily adjustable. The frequency of oscillation exhibits stable behavior. It is less noisy and high efficient devices. And applications, it is mainly used in many circuits like amplitude and frequency modulating circuits. Example, super heterodyne receiver. That is a major application of this oscillators. Thank you.